Okay, so I got the Sigma 35mm f2, and I'm walking as straight as possible. So I'm on the sidewalk. It's very busy right now. So this is a nice sidewalk that's just been recently built about 2 years ago. It's real nice. This is a floodplain right here, Cibolo Creek. And there's a small trail which I'm going to go down. So it's very nice. This keeps the flooding from taking part. But I'm also looking at some flowers. Let's see if it gets in focus. There you go. See, isn't that nice? Now, what I'm also experimenting on is the color science between these cameras. So the color science, well, it matched the video. So as you can see, you walk down, you can see all the trees, you know, that help, I guess, prevent the water from going up. But they have grown high. And I've taken quite a few pictures with this. I like the autofocus thing of the 35mm. I like the 45mm quite a bit. So here's some more flowers. But look at this. I'm trying to get it in focus. Come on. There we go. So you can only be about, oh gosh, what is it? 1.5 feet away. And the LCD screen doesn't match the color, but when I do a playback, it does look like what I'm looking at. So I'm walking down the path. It's real nice. Horse has been back here. So the floodplain goes down lower. You're going to see a lot of rocks or granite. I guess that's also to help stabilize the water flow. I don't know. Maybe they just dumped rocks in there just to hide. I never know. But I'm just walking through here. So this is Leica SL2-S with the Sigma L mount 35mm at f2. And you see I'll stop right here. I'll just take pictures. So this is first part of it. Now I'll take pictures and I'll move to another site. Okay, a little wrong button there, but let me show you some pictures. This camera can take some great pictures too, and I'm using a L-mount Alliance lens, small, compact. I love the 45mm and 35mm, and I'm thinking I'm using the 35 and 45 for street photography. So this one is a little bit better than 45mm. It doesn't hunt that much, I say focus breathe, and it's a f2, okay, instead of a 2.8. But look at that. I mean, sharp, clear pictures. I mean, they're gorgeous. I mean, I can crop in and look how sharp it is. And this is a 24.5 megapixel camera too. Okay. Back then, this was top of the line. All right, and then now they got the Z6 III and the ZF. So, but still, it's a great camera and it takes great pictures. Let's crop on this. See? Isn't that gorgeous? I'll just go from one to the other real quick. This is all at the park in the flood at Cibolo Creek, where it takes the floodwaters away. So here's the cactus. You'll see this trail many times on the other two cameras after this that I'm going to show. So some parts of the tree are gone on most trees, and in other parts they're still living. So I don't know if something rubbed against it or it was hit by lightning and it was sheared off. And I saw a lot of branches. So you'll see one tree right here. It's dead. It's in the center. Looks like they cut it. This one fell off. I don't know if that's the limb, but you can see limbs all over the place. Okay? You can look at trees where lightning is hit and they're not completely off or they're off. Okay? Here's a branch that I've already taken some pictures and it floated down. But water receded, so it's stuck right there. It's blocking part of the road. Here's the runoff where the water goes underneath the road from the higher ground into the floodplain. And you can see all the rocks around it. But you see, there's a path to the right. There's a bend in the tree. So look at these trees. Like here's one right here, which you'll see the next picture over. And then there's one in the background. I thought I would get that. But you can see how sharp everything is. So on some of this stuff, I put bokeh, and the other stuff I put it on almost infinity, just to show things off. And this is the tree I was talking about also. So this is the background one, right? Now this is the front one. So you can see the grain very well, but look how long this tree is. And the branches are on that one, and on this one, it's on that one. Okay? And yeah, you won't see it. So, yeah, now you will. So there's another parts of the tree right here that have grown that have branches right there. Okay? That may be to this one, but behind that, you'll see some right here. Okay? And then this one has its own, whatever. And then you'll see trees like this. No branches, but it's still standing. Okay? And then you'll see trees like this, where it's dead in a certain area, and then leaves are growing on, one end or the other. Now, this is where lightning has struck this tree, but the limb is still there. And you can see part of the bird part, but the tree is down and it still has leaves. So this happened after the storm that we had, which was 2 days previous. We had a lot of rain, and it rained for about 2 hours. And it came down heavy too. It was raining off and on, but it really came down for 2 hours. And then now I'm in the backyard, or in the front yard. So I changed areas. In fact, let's go back here, and I'll just go to the video. And then I'll finish with this one. Let's move the mouse over here. Okay. Okay, I'm using the SL2-S with the 35mm f2. Okay, and doing another recording. I just filled up the water bowl. I used the Z8 to do some recording or pictures from the front bedroom window, and they're just loving the bird bath. So I filled it up again, and I see a whole bunch of birds just flying around, wanting to get on a bird bath. Yeah, And that's all they do. They go from one tree to the other. And I don't know what they do. I think they're trying to distract you so another bird can get in there. Or they're scared that you might look at the nest. I don't know. But these are 35 millimeter shots, okay, at f2 on the SL2-S. I think they're working. I see trucks over there. I don't see any cranes moving, but they have moved in different positions. They're the ones working on the hospital. I haven't seen them do anything the last 2 weeks. I think it rained last night, but it's kind of dry right there. Grass was all wet this morning. And now you can hear the birds chirping. So if I get closer, see, they move from the tree. And that's because I'm talking. Now, I can sit down and you might see, I know the white dove mother's been hanging around. So I don't know if she's pregnant again. That's usually the nest that she lays in. The bird you hear chirping is the one that usually is with the 4. I see her. See her? There she is. Of course, the camera doesn't know what I'm looking at, all right? It can't identify the bird. That's the only problem with the SL2-S. So I'm going to turn off the recording and go to photo mode and try to get some pictures. Okay, we're back to the slideshow again. So I just got one more video coming up, and I'm trying to get that bird, but on the video I could see it barely. But with the 35 millimeter, you really need a zoom, and that's why I used the 100-400 and the 28-400 on the I think it was the Z63 in HLG, just to show that off. But still, look at the pictures. I mean, 35 millimeters is excellent. Let me just crop it in. Look how sharp that is, folks. 24.5 megapixel camera. I mean, it's gorgeous, okay? And the clouds behind it. And this is just before it clouded up, thundering and stuff, and it only sprinkled. It didn't rain. But look at the cloud cover that's coming. I thought I did a picture of the Yorkie. That's sharp, folks. And then my hornets are growing. But, you know, they laid the eggs, and they haven't filled up all the thing. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if they're abandoning it but they're just laying right there. It wasn't cold, it's warm, so they're not hibernating. I don't know what they're doing. And there's a tree. That's a gorgeous shot right there. Isn't that pretty? There's another one. That's a little bit chirper. That's the bottom part of that small crepe myrtle. And I'm just looking around at different things. And look how sharp it is. So any camera that you have, a 24.5 megapixel camera, is excellent. You don't need to pay $3,000, $3,500, whatever. for a camera with more megapixels. I think this is good enough. It is about, well, SL2-S is about 3,000, okay? I think it's overpriced, but still. It's built like a brick, made out of, I think, pure aluminum, and it still has some great features. No, it doesn't have a flippy or tilt screen, but still, with photo and video, it does a great job. So as you can see, I've taken a lot of pictures with this camera, and that's quite a shot right there. But you see, mainly everything's in focus. Might miss a little bit here and there, but look at it, just gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to move up. And I'm going to end it, which one? I did like that cloud cover. I think I'll end it right there. There might be another one that I liked. That's a great shot there. That's another one. Oh, that's gorgeous. So it does seem a little bit too bright. Yeah. Let's do my buddies at the front entrance. Here's my security, folks. Right there. That's what I'm going to end it on. Maybe one more. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, all right. Let's watch the last video. So I'm seeing some dragonflies. I'm seeing bees. I'm seeing moths and birds around. This is still the SL2-S with the Sigma 35mm f2. And you know what? The problem with this is I have to go in the settings because I don't see anything, any information on what it's telling me it's doing. It says it's in aperture priority 2, 1/2000th of a shutter speed, and that I have minus 2:43, so I think that's 2 hours and 43 minutes left in recording. I don't know, but I'm looking at the, no information on the screen. I'm just looking at what's on the window on the top of the camera, and it tells me the settings, and I'm happy with that. I don't need to see all that information. And the only thing is the LCD screen is not that bright. I did brighten it up yesterday so I could see it better in the daytime, but I'm in the shade right now. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that butterfly. I don't have to move the camera that much. Okay, crossing the street. I just want to see if it can take it. See, that's what I have to get used to. This is all practice of taking a 35mm, 28mm, whatever. I want to get the perfect reach. Now I do have the 45mm, but that's an f2.8. So I'm trying to determine if 35mm, 40mm is good enough, or do I need something wider, like a 24 or a 28. Now with this camera, I can zoom in different magnifications. And then of course it'll go into crop mode. But I can't do it. Now see, bird was going to the bird bath, saw me, and went into the tree. And you probably saw it. And I have to learn not to move the camera. What I should do is just put it on a tripod, turn it on, and let things happen. Just walk away. So I'm going to turn it off now and I'll try another camera. And thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.